Hello everyone, this is Mr. Shigo here, and today we are going to review a Halloween movie. Now that we're in, September, fall is just around the corner. So I am going to review some Halloween movies now that, we're going to get into the spirit of Halloween. And today I'll be reviewing this 1993 movie called Hocus Pocus. Now, most of you guys probably seen this as a kid, especially if you were a kid in the 90s or, early 2000s. You probably have remembered this movie. And this was made by Disney. And this is actually one of the best Halloween movies. However, there is a sequel to this movie called Hocus Pocus 2 that came out nearly 30 years after, that one. So, I'll talk about Hocus Pocus 2 in a different video once I have the chance to, see it because I have not seen it yet. So, basically, this takes place in 1693 on October 31st in Salem, Massachusetts, where Thackeray Binks discovers that his sister Emily has been whisked away in the woods by 3 witches, which their names are Winifred, Mary, and Saracen. Binks confronts them, but of course fails to stop them from draining Emily's life force to restore their youth. To punish him for interfering, Binks transforms into a black cat and curses him to live forever with his guilt for not saving Emily. So many years later, it's 1993, where teenager Max Dennison recently moved to Salem from Los Angeles, after reluctantly to take his younger sister Danny out trick-or-treating. They meet Max's new classmate Allison Watts, who Max is attracted to. So, pretty much Binks, the cat, ends up showing up. And they pretty much have to try to stop the witches. So, they have to, pretty much stop the witches and Binks is there to help them and stuff. However, it later on reveals that, later on in the movie, I'm trying to remember because it's been so long. So, when Binks' curse gets broken later, his soul is free due to the death of the witches. So, he's reunited with Emily. So, what's really neat is this movie. It's actually a pretty good movie to watch on Halloween. I mean, it's really good film. I mean, if you've watched this as a kid, like I have, you definitely will see that it's a really good movie to watch on Halloween. Whatever it be in September or October, you definitely have to watch this movie. This is a pretty good movie, especially for something made in the 90s. I honestly was surprised that this movie came out the exact same time that that The Nightmare Before Christmas came out. So the plot basically is about Max, Danny, Allison, and Binks have to, pretty much defeat the 3 witches that curse Binks. So that's basically the plot of the movie. I haven't watched this movie in a really long time, but all I can really say that it's a really great film. I mean, it's great to watch, for Halloween or something. And, if you were a kid, you probably remembered this movie did scare the bejesus out of you. I mean, this movie did somewhat scare me when I was younger. When I was really younger, this film, it kind of scared me as a kid a little bit, if I'm being brutally honest. But I personally really thought it was really interesting. But I mean, the songs of it is pretty good too. I like the soundtrack of it. I like the actors. The actors did, really great job. I like the actors of, the witches. And what's really interesting is that there's a TV prequel to this, came out in 1994, called Hocus Pocus Begin the Magic. So, yeah, that's actually quite interesting. What's really surprising is that originally Max was going to be played by Leonardo DiCaprio, the same guy who played Jack in Titanic. Impressed by his audition, he was too busy to take on the role as he was working on What's Eating Gilbert Grape. That was another movie. So, yeah. What's really neat is that I also found out this, and I also did not even know about this until, well, much later on. I think what I have to say is that, the witches were actually really neat and cool. I personally really liked that. I thought it was really well made in detail. It's pretty cool. What's really interesting about this movie is that, there's attractions to in Salem that you could go to where Hocus Pocus was filmed. And people have been there and they state that it's where Hocus Pocus was filmed and stuff, which I really thought it was really interesting. What's really cool is that Kathy Jimmy, who is Mary Sanderson, was actually Peggy Hill from King of the Hill, which I thought that was really neat. I did not know about that until much later. So, with that being said, I personally thought the acting was really good. I personally liked the characters. They were really well done, and I liked the film a lot. It's really interesting and well made. I personally had a really much of a blast of watching this film. I mean, you guys have to watch this movie if you have not seen it, because it's just really good. You definitely will not be disappointed once you've seen this movie. So, in all due reality, the filming started, in 1992 in October, and the film was set in Salem, Massachusetts. But most of the shot was sound on stages in Burbank, California. However, its daytime scenes were filmed in Salem and Marblehead, Massachusetts during the first 2 weeks, which I thought that was really interesting. With this movie, I personally really like the music and stuff that was in this movie. It's really well done, and I personally really I could recommend this Halloween movie to anybody who's not seen this movie, or for those who want to watch a Halloween movie. You definitely have to check this movie out. It's really, really good. So, I guess with that being said, with that, I'm going to give Hocus Pocus the rating. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. Really great film. I personally love the acting. The music was good. Characters were awesome. I personally thought it was a really good movie. I mean, yeah, it has a few jump scares, but other than that, this film was actually quite nice. I personally really enjoyed it. So, with that being said, and that being the case, what did you guys personally think of this movie? Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. I'm Lion Queen, or Miss Dark Shigo. I'm Miss Dark Shigo, also known as the Lion Queen. For those of you who know me from my main channel, thank you so much for watching today's video. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Ring the bell for notifications to 20 uploads. That way you guys will not miss an upload. As always, if you guys want to go follow my main account, which is the Lion Queen, feel free to subscribe to that one. Link to that will be on my channel, so you guys can go find that. So as always, yeah, let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on this movie. And as always, I'll be seeing you guys all in the next video. Peace out.